तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाका चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे स्वामीति नामेन नमस्ते गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषमेव जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे So we have a special guest today. Glad to welcome Mr. Deep Kapadia, who is a professor of mathematics and law and also founder of Eins Consultancy, lives in Mumbai. Just so that all you know, this is a bit tough for Deep, this discussion. So really grateful, and he's not charging any fees for these sessions. So really grateful for sparing valuable time on a Sunday evening. We also have Aisha Sheikh, who is business head of Eins Consultancy. Thanks, Aisha, for joining as well. And before we go into the discussions of past life memories, request Aisha to make an introduction about Deep's current profile. Over to you, Aisha. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. So before we begin with the session, I'd like to give a brief introduction about Professor Deep Kapadia. Professor Deep Kapadia is a renowned name for Vedic mathematics, brain development program at City Law College. He is a chairman of Jigyasu Trust, proprietor of Eins Consultancy and BrainGen, district head of Generic Card, honorable director at ISMT College and Vedic Science College of Orissa. He is a member of Akhil Bharatiya Darshan Parishad and Indian Council of Philosophical Research. So I present to you such a multifaceted and multi-talented personality to facilitate this program.
Okay, so let me just, for the benefit of everyone, let me just do a quick recap for what we are trying to do here. So we've been discussing who am I, what is our real identity, just trying to understand it through various sources. Are we different from our gross external material bodies? So we are taking two approaches here. One is what Bhagavad Gita says, and second, are there any scientific studies on this issue? So we discussed all these topics in previous sessions. I'll not go into details of that, but just quickly let me touch upon the broad 3 or 4 points. Yeah, so I think the Bhagavad Gita actually talks about that the material body or the external body is different and the soul is different. Body dies, but the soul is immortal. Soul leaves one body and takes up new body after the death of the current body, and especially when the body becomes useless. Now, what does science has to say about this paradigm? And we discussed 3 key approaches of scientific evidences and scientific studies. One was past life regression, right? So regression therapy is used to heal generally traumas and other psychic disorders which are uncurable from the other means. So Dr. Brian Weiss, he is head of psychiatry at Miami. I think he did right, and he is the most popular in this particular subject matter, where one of his patient, Catherine, she revealed a lot once taken into the deep state of hypnosis, and he's put all that in this book, Many Lives, Many Masters. So we discussed this. Then we talked about the near-death experiences or the out-of-body experiences of patients who either were comatose or had these experiences. Now there are many doctors who have done work on this, like Dr. Michael Sabom is the most popular again over there, and we discussed the story of Anita Murzani. We discussed the blind case of Vicky Umipeg, and there are many such stories, which again talks about how they were aware outside their body and how they got information of lot of things beyond their material body, and so basically how they felt that they are actually outside the body, and they observed a lot of things which they are not supposed to when they are in coma. And lastly, and most importantly, I think we discussed this past life memories of small children, and the most fascinating one for me is been the case study of Mr. Deep Kapadia. And but we have, we've discussed James, Leninger, we discussed Naresh Redas, and how they recollected very specific, details of previous lives which they otherwise wouldn't have known. Now, why are we discussing all this? Just for the benefit of people who have joined for the first time. Uh, we're trying to figure out whether we end with this, like this is the only life, or we have more lives after this life, after the death of this body. And once we firmly believe that we are something beyond this gross outer covering of flesh and bones, then we can start inquiring about the real issues, and finally reach a stage of happiness which we truly deserve. Also, there are many other positive byproducts of understanding our true nature, which we discussed, that freedom from anxiety, stress, and a lot of things we've anyways discussed. Now I think, let me just take you through the case study of Mr. Deep Kapadia. While we have Deep here on the call as well, the reason I am narrating this story is because it causes fever and swelling in his knee when he actually speaks about this story. And so really appreciate him being here on the call. But I'll do the narration, and then Deep will add chip in, and also will be happy to answer any questions, any queries you may have about his experiences on this. So Deep was born in 1979 in a Gujarati family, and started speaking broken Marwari at a very early stage. And he repeatedly developed high fever up to 104, 105, and swelling in his in his knees, which was the key reason why the parents started going to the doctors. And even when he was a 10-month toddler, he started talking about going to Udaipur, which is 800 kilometers from Mumbai, Borivali, where he was born. And so while he was struggling with his problems, his unusual mannerism surprised his parents. In the first 2 years of his age, he began Marwari, and also a lot of times he talked about occasions that I lived in a royal house, or I live in a royal house with hundreds of rooms, and even my bathroom is bigger than your house here. So he made those comments when he was like less than 2 years old. And uh, and while like he also picked up a couple of more languages, but still his fever and swelling in his knee actually was troubling. They went to doctors tested, all the tests were normal. And Dr. Mehtani confirmed that his IQ is that of 10-year-old. This would mean that child has an abnormal high brain activity. However, the EEG that measures the brain electrical activity showed normal results. So so this was very perplexing situation for the parents. So on the advice of Dr. Mehtani, the parents consulted Dr. Ramakant Keni, who is a parapsychologist. And Dr. Keni, after doing his research, he declared the child to be the case of reincarnation. And he also assured the parent that he will try and confirm if what child is saying, whether it is true at all or no. And that's when the interesting events began to unfold. And Dr. Keni began to probe Deep. He asked questions about Udaipur and what are the places in Udaipur. And Dr. Keni, in the background would check with his friends whether what Deep is saying, whether it is true. And And like he kept meeting Deep, and in all the meetings he explored more and more. And Deep recollected, in his broken speech, a lot of details about the city of Udaipur. And he was only 2.5 year old at that time, and he's never been to Udaipur. So the doctor was convinced that this looks like a case of reborn. But to officially announce this, they basically had to follow certain protocols. And so they basically did their final test. They thought that let us take him to Udaipur and let's see, what all comes about. So they went to Udaipur without telling Deep where they are going. They told, the family that we are going to Nathdwara, which is, around 80-90 kilometers from Udaipur. And meanwhile, the news about Deep's past life remembrance leaked, and people, in the neighbor, etc., they all came to know. And there was a reputed Gujarati magazine, Chitralekha. They wanted to investigate the story and follow the story. Now this panicked, Deep's parents, and they feared that this will impact the child. And but the Chitralekha editor, Mr. Harkishan Mehta, convinced the parents, that don't worry, we'll not put you in a bad press, and also if it is not a true story, then we'll just drop it, don't worry, we'll not print it. So they all left. They had, the reporters from Chitralekha, they had the doctor, and they all went. Now, as the bus stopped at Udaipur, which is a mandatory halt, on the way to Nathdwara, Deep immediately, spontaneously got down, and he said that we've arrived at my city. And earlier he tried escaping from Mumbai as well. So he immediately started, walking and towards, and he started, recognizing the Victoria Memorial, Victoria Stand, Fateh Memorial, City Palace. And we basically, so almost everybody was convinced that, this boy is, fully acquainted with the city. And at the age of 2.5, anyways, he knew much more than, what anybody could have known at that age. And then Deep started, kind of leading the entire group towards his house, which is like the house of his previous birth. And and Deep's past family, especially his son, refused to acknowledge, because they thought that this is, some case of, property claim, or they're just trying to build some plot to acquire the property. And actually Deep had a lot of assets in his previous birth. And then I think in that family discussion, suddenly, his one of the relative actually pointed that how Deep actually looked like, his sister, like the daughter of, let's say. So Deep was actually Pannalal Agarwal in his previous life, as per the memories. And the Pannalal Agarwal's daughter actually resembled, to Deep's face. And then they basically did more, investigation, asked a lot of questions. And Deep started recalling a lot of stuff about his past food habits. And then he told, the family about where he kept gun, and which was not known to like many, in fact was only known to his elder son. So he exactly, took him to the place, and pointed to that place, that this is place where I, kept gun. He also, remembered a temple which even his son didn't know. So son of, past life didn't know. Only the old accountant, later on, he basically confirmed that yes, there was a temple door here, versus, like whatever was known. So he basically talked about things which were not even generally known, was only known at the time of, Mr. Pannalal Agarwal. And so he was, funnily enough, Deep was carried by his own son, who was like a 40-year-old, person, and Deep was 2.5-year-old. And so Mr. Panal Agrawal, he worked as the chief security officer of the city palace of Udaipur, and he knew many secrets of that place, of the city palace, of the museum, and he started actually revealing very specific details. So he told the palace staff that there are three fans, kerosene fans, which are operated on kerosene, which nobody believed at first, that how can there be such fans. And then I think Deep insisted that they check in a particular room and the cupboard, and finally they found those. So I just put those images here as well. And even today, if you go to City Palace, they basically discuss about these fans and how Deep basically found or discovered this fan, again for them. And then he also actually, in fact, Deep also showed them how to operate this kerosene fans. Now imagine a 2.5, 3-year-old boy telling, the city palace or the museum caretakers how to use a kerosene fan, which generally was not, known. Then he also, did a lot of, he revealed a lot of secret passages of the city palace, of how to get out of the city completely from the palace, the hidden pathways. And he also asked the palace security to remove a particular photo frame which was leading to a secret door, and it was a large life size frame. So I think all these very specific details about city palace. And then I think he also talked about his death. So Pannalal Agrawal was murdered in 1976 by milk poisoning. So he was very close to the King Maharana Fateh Singh of Udaipur, who was the 44th descendant of Maharana Pratap. And because of his closeness, I think a lot of people envied him in his previous life. So that is all from my end. Now, Deep, I'll be, at least fill in the gaps, and whatever I don't know, I just picked up whatever I could recollect.
Hi Vishalji, I think so. You have covered everything. Thank you, Aisha, for a good introduction, a short and a sweet introduction. You have taken up a very briefly, very nicely entire story of my life. Okay, of course, my life I should say, which is not now. I think so. Anyone has any question, I could take ahead. And you have done a lot of photos and all. Also, you have put it up. So yeah, I think so. It is nicely covered. I don't have so much of sequential or chronological presentation myself. Yeah.
No, wonderful. Understood also. I think so fair point. I think let us open for Q&A. I'm sure people will have a lot of questions. So Hindi, English, dono mein I think you will be comfortable, right? Hindi also.
Hindi, English, Gujarati, Marathi, Sanskrit, everything is okay.
Sanskrit also. Okay. So let us see if you have questions. Meeta Mataji, please go ahead.
When he is remembering his or her past life,
like in the childhood, it would have been could have been stressful. So could you please elaborate a little bit on that?
You want to understand how how stressful it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
or is it stressful? Because like in our present life only, we are with so much of stress. Now when you are remembering your two lives, so it is double. I assume it should be a double stress. I don't know. You can share.
Because
may I know who is there with Meeta Mataji? So I can
Rajan Prabhu.
Rajanji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So first of all, I will like to share that what stress you are saying of a present life is not a stress at all. If it is a definition of a stress, then it is not a stress at all, because we have knowingly taken it.
Perfect.
But something what has happened to me in a earlier age and what happens to me today is also okay. is unknowingly coming to me.
Okay.
And after knowing also, I will like to control, it has not been controlled. So I get a high fever, it reach more, it cross even 105.
Oh.
And I have a pain in knee. And still I don't mind to share, because in lot of ISKCON sessions I have been there, lot of Chinmayanan sessions also I have been there, Brahma Kumari sessions also I have been there. I don't mind to share, because we are sharing something good enough. But
Absolutely.
this time I requested, because this era of fever is very difficult.
Yeah. Because
I especially requested
people are
Vishalji, and I
connecting with
requested
people.
Ayesha if they can take it up, because this area, if I could get a fever, then there is definitely a difficulty for me. And the more than the word stress, I would use a word that yes, it is a pain which comes unknowingly. And very interesting thing is that there is no medicine for it.
Okay.
Trust me, what doctors had asked me is to watch a movie.
Okay.
And this has made me actually a movie buff today.
Really?
So I have extremely, I've seen almost many of the movies, and I could say 98% of the movies, Hindi, English, Gujarati, Marathi, every kind of a movie. So this is one type of a thing what is happening. So I think so. Stress, what we say today, is basically, it's not a stress. It is basically a burden what we are trying to pile up on us.
No, you're absolutely right.
We really look at it.
When I meant about stress,
you got muted.
I think he lost connection, it seems. Yeah. Rajan Prabhu, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you done?
Yes. Sorry. No, I was talking about the stress. By the stress, I meant is stress of like remembering, emotional stress, like remembering things of the past life. And it can see, like, I will give you an example. Like, let me say that suppose a person is abused in his early life. Yeah. So that remembrance or that stress goes throughout the life. Similarly, now you have previous life whatever remembrance, good or bad. So is it troubling you?
Yes, it do trouble. I will like to share with you one thing, is that what you consider your childhood as a continued life, for me it is a continued life from the past life.
Exactly.
For me it is not a new life at all. It is one continuous journey for me.
Okay.
Of course, after being mature, I could understand that there are two different lives. But for me, it was like in childhood, it was my another childhood.
Perfect. Yeah.
So what you are saying, that yes, in childhood or in young age, some trouble has come to us, some mistake, either we have made it or someone else has made it, because of that we have suffered. That definitely goes on this time also, maybe from previous birth or from a past birth. It's a similar. But here only the consequences is that you get bodily disturbance, physical disturbances are there. Fevers, pain in knee. All these things are physical disturbances. It disturb your entire day or two schedule at least. I should not use the word schedule also, but yes, day or two has been disturbed.
True.
Yeah. And Deep, really grateful. So you are still...
Rajanji, with your permission, and Vishalji, you are saying something.
No, I'm saying I Deep, grateful, for you. I know it is painful. This discussion is also very painful for you. So once again, really thanks for, you're doing this.
No, it is okay. I could see in a chat box, I could see a message of Shikha. Shikha, are you a school girl or a college girl or something? She has asked very interesting thing. If you remember so much about your past life, did you remember about your previous life study? Did it help you in this school day or school life? Shikha, my dear friend, I would like to share. Yes, it helped me, though I didn't remember, but it helped me a lot. And it was very easier for me to easily remember and pass through, and to build up lot of reasonable or logical answers. Because I was always appreciated for that, because I could study beyond the digest, beyond the book. Okay, today I'm a lecturer. Okay, you can join any of my lecture and you can ask to my student. They have been very happy because they get something beyond the book and the interpretations are quite deeper. So this is because of the past life thing. Okay, this is because of past life.
So we have one more question from Neeraj. Let us just take the hand raise.
I could see Rajanji, Vishalji, can I take it up questions which are coming on? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. So you
Am
can.
I audible?
Yeah, you can take up. You can take up questions.
I am getting some questions into the chat. Okay, so I can take it up with your permission.
Please.
Deepji, if you allow, can I ask a question?
Yeah, Neerajji, please. I have some question pending into the chat box also.
Right. तो सर एक ही क्वेश्चन है मेरा एक ही क्वेश्चन है. देखिए, इस जिंदगी का तो ठीक है, वैरायटी ऑफ लाइफ है, हम एक लाइफ से दूसरी लाइफ देखते हैं तो उससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आपने पहले राजा जी और फिर आप सिंपल मैन जी ने, इट डजंट मेक अ डिफरेंस. इसमें चीज ये है, जानना ये है, मिस्ट्री ये है, मरने के बाद और जन्म लेने के बीच में क्या है, वहां किससे मिले, कौन है, कौन सूत्रधार है, कौन डायरेक्टर है, ये भगवान नाम की चीज क्या होती है, होती भी है या नहीं होती है, आप मिले या नहीं मिले, उसके ऊपर प्रकाश डालें.
नीरज जी, ये क्वेश्चन को हम बहुत लास्ट ले गए क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन बहुत मेन इंपॉर्टेंस रखता है और बहुत सारे लोग मुझे यही क्वेश्चन पूछने वाले हैं.
जी
With your permission, I have 2 small questions to answer. Okay. And Neeraj ji, before closing this session, I will definitely answer you.
Sure.
I have a question from Aviral. Okay. Yeah. Do you go through dreams of your past life? We saw in many movies. Okay. Friend, if you are talking about the movies, then Aviral, have you seen Karan Arjun? Aviral, are you there?
Yeah, I am there.
Okay. Have you seen Karan Arjun?
Yes.
So Shah Rukh Khan, how he used to get up and he used to get a dream and he used to get with the perspiration out and all. Okay. Yes. So he has replicated me. Before the movie, Rakesh Roshan has consulted my family for such things. So I think so. Your answer is up.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ravi Dubey, do you have any memory of what happened to you after your demise? Yeah, same Neeraj's question. I will go on Neeraj's question. It is very interesting part. Okay, my friend, after my death, okay, the 2 things which are very evident, which has research has also seen and I have also experienced is, one thing is after my death till my birth.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Your voice has lowered down. If you can just either mic or something. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
No, I can hear you. I think you're clear. You're sounding.
Maybe from your end it may be. I have full volume.
Fine.
So it was something 2 years, 8 months, 9 month gap was been there between my death and between my birth. So this death and birth, gap was been there. In this gap, I have not met anyone. I don't recollect exactly. I only have a feeling. And this feeling was there that either there was dark or I was blind, that I cannot see anything. And I had a feeling like even if you're sleeping, you can feel that you are moving. You can understand the movements. I was feeling that I'm traveling. That is what I have felt it. And during the birth and during the death. So what were the situation? My name, the area, name of my children or my family member, similar things are replicated when I took a birth. Okay. So these are the 2 things which have been evidently there, what I have seen. Okay. But after demise, I have met someone about God and all. I am not a right person because I think so. When I read or I interpret Bhagavad Gita or any of the Vedic scriptures also, okay, I feel that they say when you are getting moksha, at that time you are being aligned with the God. Before that, aligning with the God is only a bhakti concept, what I think. So Vishalji, can you throw a light or anyone who has been deeply engrossed in and can throw a light.
So we can do that, anyways. So what Bhagavad Gita says is that we keep traveling, taking birth, right? Till the
Yeah.
time we purify our existence. So until the time our desires are aligned. So that is what Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavad Puran would say. But yeah, but it's very interesting to know, that like what you felt after death and before birth, which was kind of nothing and no memory of that basically. So,
Okay. Another thing what I could see here is normally past life memory goes away after a few years. Yeah, I have also learned from childhood. I will be replying this in the two ways. One is this thing that even in childhood, even today, I don't remember every detail, minute detail of my past life. I remember it as an incident. And I think so same happens with us, that when we remember our childhood, we remember particular incidents which are being prominent, We do not remember every detail of the childhood. Okay. So same way it has happened. I don't remember all the things, very detailed thing, but I remember what were everything which was been prominent. And yes, somewhat that I remember today also. But there is a difference. In childhood, it used to haunt me. Today, it does not haunt me. Today, in the sense, seeing up a dream of such thing and coming out is very less.
then I think there is a comment which is, what good karma you did that you got human body.
I don't know. Even I did so good karma in this life. Shikhaji, I don't know. Really, I don't know that what good karma were there. Whether it was a good karma or whether it was an incomplete desire which made me to take a birth. Okay. And whether there will be still an incomplete desire which will make me to take one more birth.
Then I think there is, do you still vividly remember everything as you did in your childhood? Any more past thoughts now which were not there in the childhood?
Not as such, but which was not in my childhood. Not as such. I think so. I remember everything, but yes, there was one thing which I feel like, okay, when the question comes, I started studying law. Okay, law I could lucidly go through. It was like a cakewalk for me. Okay, unlike other student, it was a cakewalk for me. I don't know. I don't read also. Then also I could recollect lot of things. So maybe this I could connect, because in my past life my father was connected to law. So maybe this may be one of the reason. Not more than that, I cannot say anything. What is the probability of getting a human life one more time after you die? Ankit, I am not a right person to answer this, because I remember, I do not do research on this. Of course, I have my own internal researches, but it does not connect to this question. Do you still have contact with previous life family? I was not allowed. So I think so. Last I had a contact when I was of age of 9 or 10. After that, I was not allowed. Even 2021, I went with my uncle's family to Udaipur last May. Okay, and even he did not reciprocate. He did not allow me to go to my past house. Okay, I was been grabbed directly to City Palace, and from City Palace, I was been grabbed directly again back to Nathdwara. So stay was been there in Nathdwara only. Udaipur was not allowed. Okay, in fact, I had took a special permission to go in Lake Palace Taj. Okay, Taj Lake Palace owners are my good friend now. So I have asked the special permission. I want to go for a meal, and they had permitted me, but my uncle did not allow me. Okay, that's a secret. Waki, I could not say that there is no connections right now. Doctors had asked me not to be in connect. Otherwise, split personality chances were being there. Okay.
Thanks.
Neeraj, mystery is not in the sense. Basically, when you say mystery, okay, the feelings are being there. Okay, that feeling is an answer to it. You cannot say that it has been unsolved mystery. Okay, if you are traveling, you are traveling. That is what is a fact. I cannot change the fact. Na? So if fact is not an answer to a mystery.
So I'll ask you like this, is it possible for you to connect with souls or see souls now? Because there are many people I have met who can see souls, who can connect with souls. When people die, they can connect with them today also.
Aisha, are you there? Aisha, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am there.
You will like, Aisha is working with me from 6 years. And she often tells she gets a lot of experiences. Okay. Aisha, will you like to throw some light on this?
Yes, yes. So a few days back, we had one of our colleague in the meeting, and he said he has some reference for some of our project investments. So he was talking about that he's a dentist and he's in Mahim. So Deep sir suddenly asked him whether that he told the name of that person. And he asked Deep sir whether he knows him or not. So Deep sir said, no, I don't know him. But like where he's in Mahim, so he said yes. So he named a street, I guess. So he said, yes, exactly. It is in the same place he had the clinic. So he was surprised. He asked again whether I should ask about your name or not, whether you know him or not. So I was surprised कि आपको पता नहीं है वो person कौन है, तो उसका address कैसे पता है?
No, ma'am, this is very easy. मतलब ये कोई मुश्किल बात नहीं है. A lot of people are gifted. This is called intuition. People can, it's like the question even you are asking, you need not to tell your question also. People can actually visualize also where you are, what you are doing, what you're sitting. You can say there's a sort of a tunnel vision and other thing. And all these things are very common. If you do proper research, you'll find lot many people who are gifted with this, and they have elevated themselves, and they can see it, they can feel it, they can tell you things. But when you meet such people, still they are also not able to define what happens after death and between rebirth.
Absolutely right, Neeraj. Absolutely right. Okay, but fact and definitions are two different things, I believe. Definition is just an explanation. So when I say I was just traveling, it is a fact. Okay, and it is not essential that it should be that someone should meet or someone should be there. Someone should have picked up and someone should have dropped. It's not an essential factor between one birth to another birth. That is what I personally feel. Okay, I'm not contradicting any of the scriptural or scientific or technical thing or spiritual thing. I want to say that there are different, because I have also done studies on yoga. My name was also recommended to write Encyclopedia of Indian Philosophy. And when I was doing such research, I have found that the levels, what we are talking is much different. Okay, so maybe I was not of that higher plane to go and meet someone and come back. Okay, I was definitely a tiny soul. Okay, who had something which is remaining, and he has to come back and he has to fulfill that desires. Okay. So Neeraj, I think so. This is what is a reply to your mystery, that there may be levels where certain people have to meet someone and come back, okay, and certain people have to come directly from one place to another place. Okay.
Yeah, Deepti, this is my first session. As you can read in Anita Moorjani's book, she has very evidently described whom she met and what was the conversation in each and everything in a book. And not only this, I have met people, because I am in research of this. So I met people, वो मरते हैं, body के just बाहर आ जाते हैं, then they go somewhere, they meet, they come back, वो सब होता है. But ultimately, who is controlling everything, वो कोई भी नहीं बता पाया अभी तक.
कोई नहीं बता पाता.
मतलब it is like this. It is like everyone is behaving like a postman. They are delivering letters. They don't know whether the letter is a content of someone of a promotion, or someone second. वो उनको नहीं मालूम है. But they are just doing their job. And the job is being given to them and no one knows who is given and why they are doing it.
Why they are doing. Perfectly, Neeraj. So nicely you put up. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Thank you. I think so.
Go ahead.
Rajkumar.
No, I'm just taking this question from what you mentioned, that normally some souls typically come back because some desire is remaining. So could you identify what was left of your earlier birth where you had to come to this birth?
Sorry. Rajkumar, last line I didn't heard.
I was just wanting to understand, could you identify or understand what was left in your last birth which made you to come?
Very difficult question. Still I am hunting. I have crossed 40, still I am hunting. Okay. I have a hunch that I have some work to be completed. I know something what is my target. Okay. But I don't know whether that is the reason why I have taken a birth or not.
Okay. Thanks. Understand.
I still need some good guide.
Yeah, there will be other people to guide you, maybe.
Yukti, when recollect more about the travel, there is pain or a peace. I could say, I cannot say peace, but I cannot say pain also. Of course, it was a trouble. But I cannot say it was a pain. Okay, there were a lot of complexities from where I started, okay, of leaving a body, leaving the things, okay, leaving the enmity. I definitely I had an enmity. I was being murdered, okay, and leaving that all and coming to a new life was. In fact, I am going for a new life also. That was also a challenge. I was not knowing, okay, and there was no I as such also. So pain to nahi bolunga, but troubles were there, complexities were there.
So there is an earlier question. Did you ever feel why me?
Yeah, I felt it. Why me? This question often struck me, and it struck me both positively and negatively. Positively, it struck me because after getting so much of knowledge, after knowing so much of things, still I suffered so many things in this life. So why me? Okay, after knowing this much, why again the sufferance I am getting, and why cannot I handle that? That was one challenge. And positively speaking, why me? Because I could do a lot, but I cannot control a lot of things. So this questions why me is still stuck in my mind, and I feel one thing is this thing that this experience is making me to create a good future, and I'm very sure may not be till yet, but till the end of this life I will be creating something very, very good, and then I will be leaving. That is a keen desire.
Nice, thank you. There is another question from Saurabh. Has the past life memories changed you as a person at a spiritual level? Has it helped you interpret your current life better than most people you meet? I think
Yeah, definitely. I feel it has contributed in me a lot. Okay, it has made me to fight a lot. Friends, I will like to share a very simple answers of this is I have gone in my life in a very, very tragedy thing, in the sense I was staying on platforms. I had no food to eat for 5 days. With my sister, I was been there, and today I am in much, much better life. Okay, I have good staff. I have good house. We are pretty doing well. Aisha, we are doing well. Aisha is there. Yeah, Aisha, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are we doing well?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Thank you. Okay. So we are doing well now. So to courage that from such a bad stage till this stage without fear, without afraid, with applying a mind silently, and coming up was a very very difficult task which I had done it very easily. I feel मेरे लिए ये कोई difficult task नहीं रहा. Okay, so that is a reason that I know that I had a past life. One more life also I can have it. Okay, and definitely this life I have to do my best. Okay, so I can do something exceptionally good maybe in one more life, or maybe after moksha, whatever is option for me.
Right.
I will not talk about my preparation for what it is next.
So, Saurabh, another question was around, would you wish that your near and dear ones also remember their past life?
Even I wish that I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's not easy life.
That answers. Now, one question from Ankit is, have like we've heard that loved ones come to receive you when you die, especially there is a book from I think Khurshid Bhavnagri, that law of
Bhavnagri's, yeah, law of spirit, yes. तो ऐसा मुझे तो कुछ याद नहीं है. I have seen my death. Okay, I have seen my body. I have seen the situation there, but after that I don't recollect anything. मेरे को तो लगा loved one बाद में नहीं वहीं पे रह गए थे.
अच्छा, वहीं पे डिटैच हो गए थे.
हाँ. So detachment was very difficult. Even in this life, that detachment was not there. It was difficult, yeah. It was.
Was the person who murdered you in your past life identified and taken any legal process? So I think.
Well, he was been identified. My parent, reporter were able to meet him when I was a child and I visited first time. In my this life also, he tried to attack on me and he tried to end my life.
Wow.
But unfortunately, we were being saved, and there was no legal process on him.
Yeah.
No legal actions on it.
So one question from my end is, like, do you remember, like, at the time of your death, in the last life, anything you remember, like whether anything around that? Like, I know you remember like poisoning bit, but anything else beyond that? Like, people say that you feel pain, or you sometimes.
I said right now, I have seen my body, I have seen the funeral, I have seen the things, so that I remember. It is painful, it is complex, and the next birth was also complex, but nothing else than that. I cannot term it that after the travel started, then there was a word called pain. Then I was only into a puzzle and complexity. Okay, that's it. What I could remember. Even I don't remember that I was a ghost.
And anything you remember, like inside the womb, during that time also you had any memories, or?
No, I didn't have it. I don't have it.
Your first memory came about like 6 months old, or when you were 1 year old, like when you past life?
I don't exactly. I could say that I has never been, in the sense, from the day of the birth only I could be connected, but I started speaking when I was 8 or 9 months. I started speaking 8 or 9 months. Okay, but I think so. It is when the tongue get developed, the
speech.
What you can say, your speaking skills get developed or something. Because till that your body parts are not so equipped to speak also. So once that was been there, so I was been talking, and I was been talking in 2 languages from birth, and then later on I carried on.
There are some more questions in the chat window. So one is, why that person murdered you now in his birth? He tried such attempt.
विरल प्यार था, मोहब्बत थी हमसे. मोहब्बत सबको होती है. And he directly didn't murder me. He had used my maid to give a milk poisoning. So today also I don't drink milk.
I think you already answered this question. Do you get new memories from past life even now? I think you replied that.
I have answered this question.
No. Then I
Is
think
pain at death equivalent to 1,000 scorpion string? Okay. I don't know one scorpion string of pain also today. अब तक मुझे वो पता ही नहीं चला. 1,000 का तो बात अलग है.
at
But
the
it is
time-
very painful.
very painful.
It's very painful. Yeah, I agree. But I cannot say that this simile fits or not.
Basically, no concept of heaven and hell. Witnessed
Yeah,
by you again.
yes, Ankit. Heaven and hell comes much later. What I learned it, but मेरे लिए तो नहीं था. मेरे लिए नहीं था. In fact, I had 2.5 years. एक मेरे को क्या बोलते हैं ना, ट्रिप मिलनी चाहिए थी हेवन या हेल किधर की, पर दिया ही नहीं. I didn't got that trip.
Any other questions for Deep?
I think so. We have done up. I think so.
Yeah, I think yes. I think yeah. So okay. So great. Once again, thanks a lot, Deep and Aisha. Really appreciate you taking out time. Extremely grateful. And please let us know if we can be of any service to you all. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you everyone for your presence.
Thank you.
And it is
Yeah,
always a pleasure.
Aisha,
to
you were
be
saying
with you.
something. Your voice was little low.
Yeah, thank you everyone for your presence. And it is always a pleasure to introduce Deep sir.
Yeah, both Aisha and Vishal ji had done a very nice presentation. So I will like that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, both of you. That's it.
Take care.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
say bye.
Thank you very much.
It was a very
Thank
interesting
you very
talking
much.
to you. And
We know it would have been painful for you, yet concepts that you went through.
Yeah.
And may you get more strength to just forget those things, I would say now.
Now it's not time to forget or remember. Now it's time to create something.
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
Yes.
hope
that
that
you
I
will,
get your
and that you
blessing,
will, for
support to
sure.
create something good.
That you will for sure.
My next target.
Okay, extremely sorry for back-to-back questions, but just sometimes curiosity takes over.
No, anytime. Anytime you can question anything. Okay, I can give the best of the answer I will be giving you. Best of
Thank
the
you so
answer
much.
what my knowledge is saying I have. Okay. Thank you, Ankita.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deepji. Thank you, Vishal.
One last question, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead. Sang Prabhu. I think do you recommend past life regression?
I was waiting that such question will be bounced or not, because you started with past life regression. Okay. Friends, I happened to meet Carl Truth. Anyone has heard the name of Carl Truth? Carl Truth is an expert from Germany in past life regression, and he has written more than 7 books. He had specially came to Mumbai to meet me, I think so 4 year or 5 year back. Okay. And when I met him, he tried for a past life regression with me, but unfortunately it did not struck with me. Maybe because that day I was been tired, or I had an hectic day or something like that. But past life regression, I think so, it's very, very helpful. I have a very good friend of mine, Gitanjali. Gitanjali does past life regressions, and very strong person, and she has given a lot of experience. So I will like that one time more I try on past life regression. Okay. Maybe that day was not a suitable day for me, but yeah, it has some value if rightly done by right person. and I was very lucky enough to have a good conversation, hours together conversation with Carl Truth. A meal with a Carl Truth was also a good time.
But you believe in life, like past life regression, right? That therapy or
Yeah,
that process.
yeah, it's good. This thing, even Reiki help a lot.
Okay. I think Nishad Raghu is asking, do you believe in Krishna?
Yeah, I believe in past life regression. Acha, you believe in Krishna? ये controversial question पूछा गया है या spiritual question पूछा गया है? Okay. So friend, I definitely believe. Okay. I believe in Krishna. I believe in Bhagavad Gita. I believe in Quran Sharif. I believe in Bible. But a very important thing, what I personally follow in life is what Vishnu Puran said. Yad Deva Akurvan Tat Kurvani. Okay. Vishnu Puran has very nicely said, okay, there is mere worship, mere prayer to God does not give you something. Okay, or you cannot achieve something. If you want to really do something, follow his footprint. Then you will definitely go ahead in life. Okay, so Yad Deva Akurvan Tat Kurvani. That is a theme what I follow in my life.
Makes sense. Yeah, wonderful. So I think we've taken full 1 hour of yours. I think it was planned to be a 30-minute session. So my bad planning. But thank you once again for your time.
I also thank you, all of you. Especially I thank Vishalji and Ayesha for contributing a lot of time. Okay. Ayesha wanted to run away, but she stayed till last. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.